Well, on my way over to Dad's place, the tractor and skid loader are supposed to be showing up. That's two of the things that were getting replaced because of that fire. Tractor 42 or 4020 John Deere, which burned up, and then the I think it's 205 Bobcat is what he had burned up. So to replace it, I think he ended up with a 325 John Deere and ended up with I think it was a 4230 John Deere with a loader on it, grapple bucket. So we'll see. I've never operated either one of those two. I've been in there's not much difference in the 30 and the 40 series, but we'll see how it goes. But they look pretty good when he got them. Of course, never didn't get a look at them or anything, but at least got to talk to everybody and see what needed to be fixed on them. So I don't know if they're unloaded yet or if the guy's not even there yet. So we'll find out. But thought I'd take you guys along for the ride and tell you our first impressions with that dealership or in those tractors. So anyway, we'll see how they look. Well, there they are. Made it just in time. Well, we got one out of the two started. These guys just got back and said that it was where we got them was negative 10. So, diesels with negative weathers. So, there's one. I'm trying to get the other one started right now. Trying to get a little ether. Okay, here's the John Deere 325 that he ended up getting. I got a smooth bucket with it. It's got some wear. Tell right down here. I don't know if it did have a leading edge on it and they just wore it through or what, but so far I've only started it. I've never even ran anywhere yet. One problem we have is that bucket kind of halfway, and then you can see there that rim and the one on the other corner, like the front one, were the only two that were showing signs of damage. I think, yep, there we go. And let's see, the heater doesn't work. You can't get that figured out yet. Well, we haven't figured it out yet. And the other problem was the quick tack. So the quick tack is electric versus old Bobcat over there. It's hydraulic. So this is electric. So what we ended up figuring out last night was this motor works. We took this connector and energized it with a battery, and she started going in and out. So, because this part will go in and out. So we know that this thing works. This motor and everything works. It starts, all the functions work on it. However, the button up in there doesn't work. So we took the button out. Now I think you got a wiring diagram, so that's where we're at right now. The switch does work. Whether we took it out and it started working or not sure. But it does work on the bench test with an ohm meter. And we do, like I said, this all works down here. We know the ohm resistance checked out and all that. So now we're back to wiring or that switch. So we'll see how it goes. I'll see if I can get footage just trying to figure it out and getting it figured out. But I gotta talk Dad into getting on camera. He doesn't really want to, but let's see. I don't know if anybody there. This one's foot controls. I've never been into a John Deere, so but the little door flips up. I don't even know if it'll go down because we got the Okay. So yeah, we got the console down. This thing lights up when your butt sits on it. So yeah, this is the quick attach or quick tack switch. We got it out. Now we can just check the wiring. We did find, I don't know if you can see the glare right there. It got pinched. That's the heater wires. So got some other wiring issues, I guess, but like even on the on the connectors right there, that connector, no, sorry, it'd be that connector. I can't see it. Maybe I can get it better. Nope, too dirty. Anyway, there's 3 connectors. The one on this side, it's just all dusty and there's just tons of dirt in the back of that. So we got a lot of cleaning to do on it. But other than that, it's not bad. Oh, here's the switch. Right here. So yeah, quick tech. Right there. So yeah, anyway, one of these is common. I think it was this one right here. That one's the common. And this one works with the one button and this one works with the other button. So what you would do is you get 2 wires on your ohm meter, put one and then one, and you flip the switch and it should do something. If it doesn't, then flip the switch the other way. You just gotta kind of go back and forth, but we ended up finding, so what started it was I did this and it worked. Well, then I did this and it didn't work. So then I took the wire and put it over here. So center, basically center, then this one, and then the other side of the switch worked. So like I said, this works, but I don't know if us trying to shake it out, if something inside of it got jolted or not. But anyway, so it is working. Here's another thing I wanted to show you guys. Here's how you get those out. You have to push this one and that one down at the same time, these 2 little wings, this one and this one. Push those down. You can kind of see how they're up, maybe. See how they're up like that? So just push these down. But you got those 2 and the 2 at the bottom, and then the switch will pop out of the console towards the front. So it took 2 people, him and me. I was pushing on them deals as he was prying on it, trying to keep it out, and then it popped out on him. So we got it. But like I said, this is good. The motor is good, which that is $1,000. Who knows how much this thing is. What else was it? So yeah, we're just chasing wires right now. But the other thing too, that plate goes on it, and you see those little curves right there. Those are so you can see the red move up and down, so you know if it's locked or not locked. I've never been in a 325 John Deere. This is also just, if somebody's interested in them, here's what they look like and here's how they work and everything else. But the bolts that hold that on are right there on the edge. On both sides, there's 1 and 2. Those go into that spot right there. Yeah, here's your mounting bolts on both sides. And that plate goes over like that. And then the bolts go through here. Well, you can't just leave this plate off. I mean, you can if you want, but you better put the bolt back in here, because this bolt holds this pin in for this cylinder. So if you need to change this pin, you got to take that bolt out or the plate off to get this pin out. So those at least have to go back in, the bolts. So something to know there. Let's see what else. We did have the cab up last night, and there is a spot. It's back here, clear in the back. We couldn't find it, but the little red lever when the cab comes up, this thing's sticking out like a sore thumb. So you go up with the loader, and you can't really see on the arm, but this pin pops out, and that holds the arm. Yeah, there you go. You can see this extra piece of welded metal on there. That pin will catch on the bottom here, so the thing doesn't fall, the arms don't fall down on you. So, and then Dad found something cool. You raise the arms up, these side shields come off. There's your handle. There's that and that. Yeah, here's what holds the shield on the side. But yeah, you just pick this thing up and pick this up and pull it out, and then you can pick this up, pull it out. Your battery is right there on there at the bottom, so that's a lot nicer than the Bobcat, I'll tell you that for sure. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else we got. Heater, they came up from up north, so I know they got that. Fuel pump or fuel filter housing. This is how you prime it. Here's where your diesel goes in. I like this a lot better than my Bobcat. Dad's 205, I think, was on that side for fuel. Mine's on that side. If we're doing an apples to oranges comparison. There's your engine oil filter right there. And if I had the cab up, but you gotta lift the arms up to get the cab up. It's not like the skid steer or the Bobcat. And it Bobcat, I can lift it up anytime. Kind of like it. But yeah, this thing's, she's been greased, but she needs a lot more grease. But otherwise, it's a solid little girl. Yeah, there's your battery, and there's your sight glass for your hydraulic fluid level. It goes up and down, so it just down. Now, the only bad thing with the other one is if these arms aren't all the way down, you're not opening the door. So you have to have the arms all the way down. This one, on the other hand, can be stuck halfway up or whatever else, and the door will still open. I don't know. Whatever, to each their own, whatever you like. I know this is going to take some getting used to. Same if this was hand controls versus foot controls. Some people just, oh, I got to have the hand controls, no foot. But I was born and raised on the foot controls. So, again, to each their own. Not bad, not good. Just different. That one, this one, you have to wear a seat belt for sure. And it's got a seat sensor for your butt. Where, like I said, this one, you can just get in and go. You can roll her over and you'll just be flopping around like a dryer. But this thing, yeah, they're making sure you're safe in it, I guess, whatever. But anyway, I'll see if we can get some footage of us fixing that. Again, I'm trying to talk Dad into it. If you guys want to see Dad, have him in there, because I want him in there so you guys can learn some stuff, because there's some stuff he might even say that I forget to tell you. But I don't know. Old man, wise man, I always said. But anyway, there she is. The John Deere 325. So see if we can get busy on this quick attach. Okay, let's dig into this quick attach thing. First, we got to get the arms up so we can get the cab up, because this one's different than the Bobcat. So I'll have to start it up if we can get everything down with the... Yeah, see, here's the problem is we got the control panel. Halfway up, halfway down. So I don't even know if I can get out of this when I get done. Okay. So, start her up. Oh yeah, seatbelt. Where do we put the... He did have the screws in the switch in here. Huh. Yeah, I'll start her up. Oh, still nothing. Now what? Now what? This so we can get out. Okay, that worked. There we go. Keep going off. I don't know what that was. That's a big loud noise. Oh, screwdriver. Oh yeah, it was sitting on the arm. There we go. There's the pliers. Okay, there's that lug I was telling you guys about. So it rests on that, so I probably should have rested on it, but I didn't do it. Where'd the screwdriver go? Oh, it's clear on top. There it is. Yeah, so once you get it up, then you can get these side shields off. Open the back, open the top, and then those come right off. But we don't need it. So what we're doing, we'll see. We got it all. Ooh, hate to push on that. There we go. Okay. So there it is. Now I'm thinking, might be this. I'll be dead. It says fuse right on it. Fuse. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Dang it, the fuse is good. Dang it. So, then we switch to relays. This fuse is good. So now, I guess I'll go back to the wiring diagram. Oh, Dad's back. Get him involved in this. Okay, welcome back. Working on the John Deere, the 325. We're still trying to get that, or we were trying to get that figured out. I didn't get any video of it because we're trying to hustle, but trying to get the quick tack working down here, and also the heater and the wipers didn't work, or wiper didn't work. So what we found was the main for the fuse. We'll get you a picture of the wiring diagram. I'll put a picture of this up so you don't have to pause it with all this stuff. But anyway, there's basically two circuits on this. You've got your main Maxi 30 amp fuse down in there, and I'm gonna have to put a picture because I got a little bit of the footage, but I'll put a picture of where it's at. It's underneath the seat basically. Or I'll take you through there a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there's two fuses, basically. You've got a mini fuse that controls basically three things that we found. Was the heater, the wiper, and then the quick tack. But now on the quick tack, basically what happens is the one fuse comes out and powers up a relay, which then goes over and powers up another relay, and then the main power goes to that motor, which is, so let's say that something does happen to the quick tack, it doesn't fry the whole dash and the console and everything else. So you have three things running through a mini fuse, and again the power divides off and goes and hits the one relay, then goes and powers up the other relay, which then runs through the other fuse, which I think, okay, so yeah, the switch activates it, then that's on your low voltage side, or low amperage side I should say, and then on your high amperage side, when this turns all on, the high amperage comes through that maxi fuse and goes down through the relay and then down into your motor, if that's making any sense. You're not, the little mini fuse is only energizing this relay to energize the other relay, so it's low amperage to energize this one, which then brings the high amperage through to there, to the motor. So that's what we ended up finding. But I'll take you out there to the skid steer and I'll kind of show you where. Okay, so this is where the fuse block is, right down in there. I don't know. I'll get the flashlight out. Maybe see it better. It might show up better on it, but there you go. So the one that was bad was the green one, the second one in from the right. That's a 30 amp fuse, and oh, that's supposed to be a 25 according to this. Yeah, I just noticed that. You got 15 15, 25 20. Somebody put a 30 in that one. Huh, what a good thing I'm doing this video for you guys. Anyway, so that green one should be a 25 and not a 30. But once we change that, again on the low voltage side, then everything started working. Now, what we found was, let's see, we shut the door. What we found was behind this, we took this whole console down because again, we're trying to check power, and to get these switches out is a pain in the butt. So, but we got them out, and what we found was the heater, I think it was one of these, either the blower motor, must have been, I think it was the blower motor. There's two wires, and I don't know if, I can't remember if I got that previously or not, but anyway, there's two little wires, and they're together. Wires were together, like they're just, it's a mated pair. Well, what happened was when they got pinched or something, so something shorted the two across, and that's what kept popping the circuit for everything else. So once we went back together, or we changed the fuse down there, and then as we were going back to, because everything worked, then as we were going back together, we taped those wires up individually and then taped them up together again, and put everything, and moved it of course, and then put everything back together because we had to make sure the switch worked. That's the only reason we took this apart, but thank God we did, because we found that those two wires shorted out. So anyway, that's what fixed it. Again, the quick tack, the heater, and the wiper. So yeah, the blower motor, quick tack, and then the wiper. These three things were together. I don't know if there's anything else. Of course, we haven't found any more wiring on it, but that's where it's at. It's right there. But yeah, that green one, we got to change that to a 25. Huh. Yeah, I just assumed it was 30 because that's what we took out. 30 is what we took out, so we just put a 30 back in. I didn't even notice this. So yeah, 25 is what it's supposed to be. So we better get that fixed. But so anyway, that does it for this. Again, the quick tack wipers and the heater, their blower motor, that's what was bad, or the same circuit. So again, that mini fuse, there is a MaxI fuse that's back under here, underneath this, clear down in there. There's a MaxI fuse for the quick tack. That's for the high amperage circuit side of the circuit. So but anyway, that does it for this. Appreciate it. Got any questions, comments, concerns, something like that? If there's something else I missed or misspoke on, let me know. But yeah, give me a thumbs up. That way I know you guys are watching this and it's a good video or not. Leave a comment if it's not a good video. I need to learn that too. So let me know. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.